Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on your YouTube channel. As the title of today's video suggests, I'll be focusing your attention on some formal alternatives to so that you can use to show the result of an action or to say something is happening as a consequence or result of something else that has already happened. Let's get started. The first formal alternative to so is therefore. Therefore, we can use therefore instead of so to show the result of an action, to say one action is happening or something is happening as a result of something else, or one thing is caused by something else. An example: it is raining, therefore we have to cancel the meeting. It is raining, therefore we have to cancel the meeting. It is raining, therefore we have to cancel the meeting, which means we have to cancel the meeting as a result of the rain. It's raining, so we have to cancel the meeting. But instead of repeating so, we can use a more formal alternative, which is therefore. It is raining, therefore we have to cancel the meeting. The second alternative to so is thus. Thus. We can use thus to show the result of an action or to say something is happening as a result or as a direct consequence of something else that has already happened. An example: you didn't drive safely, thus you put your family in danger. You didn't drive safely, thus you put your family in danger. You didn't drive safely, thus you put your family in danger, which means you did not drive safely, therefore or so, or as a result of you not driving safely, you put your family in danger. You put your family at risk. So we can use thus instead of repeating so to say that something happens as a result of something else. Moving on to the next formal alternative to so, which is hence. Hence. What is the meaning of hence? Well, as I told you earlier, hence can be used to express the same meaning as so, therefore, or the same meaning as thus. Instead of repeating so, we can use hence as well. An example: she lied to her family, hence no one trusts her anymore. She lied to her family, hence no one trusts her anymore, which means she lied to her family, and as a result, or therefore, or so, or thus, no one trusts her anymore. So hence can be used to say that something is happening as a result of something else that has already happened, or something else that we have previously done. Proceeding to the next formal alternative to so, which is as a result. As a result is an adverbial phrase that can be used to express the same meaning as the word so. But instead of repeating so, we can use its other alternatives that I just talked about in today's video. We can use therefore, we can use hence, we can use thus. An example: I'm making more YouTube videos. As a result, my views will grow. I'm making more YouTube videos. As a result, my views will grow. I'm making more YouTube videos. As a result, my views will grow, which means as a result of me making YouTube videos, making more YouTube videos, my views are expected to grow, or my videos are expected to increase in view. As a result can be used with the same meaning as so. The next alternative is accordingly. Accordingly. The meaning of accordingly can be guessed. When something happens accordingly, it happens according to something else that has previously happened, or something else that has caused it accordingly. So instead of repeating so, you can take advantage of, accordingly to. An example: we have no budget, so we canceled the project accordingly. We have no budget, so we canceled the project accordingly. We have no budget, so we canceled the project accordingly, which means because of the fact that we had no budget, we canceled the project accordingly. We had no budget, so we canceled the project accordingly. We had no budget, so we canceled the project. We had no budget, therefore we canceled the project. We had no budget, thus or hence or as a result, we canceled the project. Or we had no budget, we canceled the project accordingly. The next phrase that we can use instead of repeating so is for that reason. For that reason. For that reason. For that reason is a formal alternative to so. An example. The weather was pleasant. For that reason, we threw a party. The weather was pleasant. For that reason, we threw a party. The weather was pleasant. For that reason, we threw a party. Which means the weather was pleasant, so we threw a party. Thus, we threw a party. Hence, we threw a party. As a result, or consequently, we threw a party. Are you ready for the next shocking alternative to the word so that you can use instead of repeating this word? It is actually this word, ergo, ergo, ergo. Have you ever seen it? Like, the majority of students may not have seen this word because this is a formal word used as an alternative to so, but most students do not use it or have not seen it, or may have seen it, but may not have thought that this is an alternative to so, or it is used with the same meaning as so. Ergo, ergo. We use it to say that something happens as a result of something else, to reach a conclusion, or to say that something is caused by something else. An example. You're not interested, ergo this conversation is pointless. You're not interested, ergo this conversation is pointless. You're not interested, ergo this conversation is pointless, which means you're not interested, so this conversation is pointless. You're not interested, therefore this conversation is pointless. You're not interested, thus, or hence, this conversation is pointless. Another replacement for so is the word thereby, thereby, thereby. An example. We reached an agreement, thereby we should take action. We reached an agreement, thereby we should take action. We reached an agreement, thereby we should take action, which means we reached an agreement, so we should take action. Therefore, we should take action. Hence or thus, we should take action. Ergo, we should take action, or we should take action accordingly. And finally, we're getting to the last phrase that we can use instead of so to show the result of something, which is in consequence, in consequence, in consequence, in consequence. In consequence can be used to show the result of an action. Instead of so, instead of therefore, instead of thus, hence. We failed to meet the requirement. In consequence, the contract was terminated. We failed to meet the requirement. In consequence, the contract was terminated. We failed to meet the requirement. In consequence, the contract was terminated. We failed to meet the requirement. In consequence, the contract was terminated, which means because we did not meet the requirement, the contract was cancelled or terminated, or the contract was terminated as a result of us not meeting the requirement, or we didn't meet the requirement, therefore, thus, hence, the contract was terminated. Alright guys, that's about all. So in today's video, you learned alternatives, formal alternatives that you can use instead of repeating the word so in a boring way. Let's review them together. Therefore, therefore, thus, thus, hence, hence, as a result, accordingly, accordingly, for that reason, ergo, ergo, thereby, thereby, in consequence, in consequence. Now what I want you to do is like this video if you enjoyed watching it, which you definitely did, in support of this channel and its growth. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet, and leave some positive comments down below. I'll be back soon.